Hey everybody, Nightmare 5026 here. So I just got home a little while ago, but I wanted to do a video and my thoughts on the Oscar nominations that were this morning. So, as with my end of the year movie lists, I didn't see every movie, but I had made kind of a small list of movies that I wanted to see get nominated for Oscars. And as it happened, some did. A lot of them didn't. But we'll get into that. Now, I also have the mindset, and this is a great mindset, that some of my favorite movies in years past, and even some from last year that were some of my favorites, won't get nominated. That's just how it always is. I'll give you some examples. Two of my favorite movies are Glory Road and Miracle. They never got nominated for any awards, but they're some of my favorite movies. So I have 4 different categories that I'm going to give you. First category that we're going to go after is, we're going to start positive too. It's movies and actors that I wanted to get nominated that actually did. So it's a small list, but here we go. First one is Tom Hanks for supporting actor for Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Now, I will say this, though. I was not a huge fan of the movie, but let's put that more. Not a big fan of the movie, but I thought he was the best part of the movie, and he definitely deserved this nomination. Now, my favorite movie of last year was Ford versus Ferrari. And I was so happy to see that it was one of the 9 films nominated for Best Picture. Next one is visual effects. Now, 2 of the nominees were 2 that I wanted to see on there. And that was Avengers Endgame and Lion King. The final category in this subject is for animated feature. Now, there were 5 on my list, and go back a little bit. In the list that I wanted, I didn't have every category, and the categories that I did have didn't have everything on it. Like, there were some categories that I only had like 1 nominee that I just wanted to see that get nominated. I had some that had 5, and anywhere in between. So, animated feature, though, I had 5 nominated, even though I didn't see all 5, but I thought these are the ones I would like to see nominated. And it was the best one of that because 4 of the 5 got nominated. And that is Klaus from Netflix. That is How to Train Your Dragon 3, The Hidden World. That is Toy Story 4. And that is Missing Link. And I didn't see Missing Link, but the reason I put it on there is because it actually shockingly won the Golden Globe for animated feature. So I thought, okay, so it could get a nomination for that. Second category is surprises. And there were 2 surprises from the nominations. First surprise is Klaus. I enjoyed this movie on Netflix. It took a little bit to get into it, but I was so happy that it got nominated for animated feature. And the other one is my 3rd favorite movie of last year was Knives Out. Sorry about that. Was Knives Out. And I was so happy to see it get nominated for original screenplay because I really liked the story and how that movie was written. Next one is kind of like an in-between, and this has a lot of them in there, so I'm going to just read them off. And this is movies or actors that I wanted to get nominated, but I had some doubts. And obviously they did not get nominated. So, first is revolving around Wickedly Evil, the Ted Bundy movie. Now, I wanted to see it get nominated for Best Picture. I wanted to see Zac Efron get Best Actor and Lily Collins get Best Actress. I also wanted to see, in terms of Best Picture, Us and Avengers Endgame and Ad Astra. Those were three others but I had doubts about them, but I wanted to see them. Now, I did want to see Brad Pitt also get nominated for Best Actor for Ad Astra, and I wanted to see it get visual effects. Now, this was way out of left field too, but I really enjoyed Disney Nature's Penguins, and it would have been cool to see it maybe get documentary feature or cinematography or something like that. That would have been a cool surprise. Didn't think it all, and just with like Wickedly Evil, heard nothing about any nominations for it. For supporting actress, I wanted to see Bryce Dallas Howard for Rocketman for playing Elton John's mom. Again, didn't happen. Didn't think it would happen. And two others were Never Too Late from Elton John for original song for The Lion King, and Godzilla King of the Monsters for visual effects. The last category I'm going to get into is snubs. This is the typical ones that I was pretty sure they were going to get nominated, and they did not get nominated. Now, these are only for movies pretty much that I saw. So, a lot of people say Robert De Niro for Irishman, never saw it. So, that's all I'm going to say about that. One of the biggest snubs, though, is Lupita Nyong'o for Us. Because she played two very different characters, I thought they were going to nominate her for Best Actress. Next, for Best Actor, and this is one I'm a little mad with, is Christian Bale for Ford vs. Ferrari and Matt Damon for supporting actor for Ford vs. Ferrari. I thought they were great in their roles, and I think they definitely deserve to get nominated. Now, I will go back, talk about Ford vs. Ferrari. I didn't think it was going to happen, but I also wanted the director of Ford vs. Ferrari to get a nomination. Next one is also a huge snub for me. Now, Rocketman got completely shut out of the Oscars. Pretty much. It did get a nomination for original song, but it pretty much got shut out. And I was one who actually thought that it was better than Bohemian Rhapsody. I thought there was a better story. I thought there was better acting, better directing. But it didn't get any of those nominations. I thought Taron Egerton was going to be a lock for a nomination. Next one is Frozen 2. Again, I never saw Frozen 2, but just based on the name and based that it's Disney, I thought it was going to get that fifth spot for animated feature. Did not happen. Another one that I thought, because I had heard rumblings about it, two of them actually, and these were like dark horses, but I'd heard they had a good shot at possibly getting a nomination, was Shia LaBeouf for Peanut Butter Falcon for supporting actor, and Adam Sandler for Best Actor for Uncut Gems. Now, I didn't see Uncut Gems, but I'd heard a lot of good things about it. The last snub that I think is Speechless. After that movie, you saw so many covers of it and all that, and I thought it was going to be a lock to be actually probably one of the front runners for original song. And it did not even get nominated. So, overall, those are my thoughts on the nominations. Again, there are a lot of movies that I love that never get nominated. Sometimes it would be great to get that recognition, but I can't do anything about that. So, this is Nightmare 5026. Let me know what you thought of the nominations in the comments down below. Again, this is Nightmare 5026. Signing off. Have a good night.